investment. This is a vaporizer. Absolutely will not have mice in a hive. You hook this up to a battery. It comes with a little scoop and a pre-measure. You can do this with honey on or open brood. And these are $175. It's a lot of money, but what is one hive worth? No one has ever lost hives because of mice using this. You'll lose a hive because of starvation. And starvation usually comes from the type of bees you get or the management conditions. Not all bees are equal. Some bees are more thrifty as far as stores, and some are just go bonkers and use it all up. Everybody, each bees, they have a different opinion. My opinion is keep them in a single story through winter and have high top feeders. If you pull the honey, you can add honey. But if you've got 2 stories up there, it's like a second-story house. You close it off to hold the heat down in your house. If you've got some type of bee, let's say Italian, if you've got 2 supers of honey, they have to heat that area. So they eat more honey, and it's a vicious cycle. Eat it. So they eat themselves out of house and home. You're better off to put them in a single story, add honey, lift it up, feel if you need it. I run my stuff in 5-frame nukes through the winter and single. Also, make the queens yourself. You should be self-sufficient. Don't be dependent on anybody. Because the way bees are going now, they're going to go up and up and up.
What's the difference here?
The winter, we get a few days, maybe down to the 20s, sometimes 0. Most of the time, the worst we get is ice storms and moisture. Now, if you notice my hives, I make a hole under the handle for ventilation. Ventilation will keep the hive from being filled. These die in Georgia at 40 degrees. There's a lot of moisture in the hive. They live in Alaska at 40 below. It's dry here. Better. I put a screen over there if you're worried about robbing. The bees, just like a shade, they'll prophelize that bit shut. But when you start doing these other things, buying gimmicks. I personally do not like screen bottom boards. I think they're a total waste. If you walk in your grass first thing in the morning, look at your shoes. They're wet. When the sun hits that grass, moisture comes up in the hive. You create a moisture problem, you create a fungal problem. Add that up with a lot of little other things people do. Beekeepers don't worse enemy. I don't know if anybody's noticed, there ain't no hive on this property that has metal on the roof. If you want to make honey, get the metal off, or put a piece of wood over the top of it. That metal acts as a heat sink. It takes 20% more bees to cool that hive. So if you're in the business for honey, that's one step. The next step, use a queen excluder, get rid of it. You put a queen excluder on, your bees' life expectancy is half. Because they wear their wings out going through it. If you got bees, you want honey. Common sense says if you want honey, more bees make more honey. So put more boxes on. If she wants to go 2 boxes, put the 3rd, put the 4th. Keep going. She knows when to stop. She can go. That's what my philosophy out here. And I make a living at what I do. I don't do something and say, this is the gimmick to buy. There's a lot of gimmicks out there. And beekeepers are their own worst enemies. Anybody got any questions? I talk too much.
Keep talking. We need to hear it. We need to hear from you.
No, I don't think top-bar hives are a practical way. If you want to play, you want to waste your money, top-bar hives. Now, I have people come here and I ask them, are you putting these in a top-bar hive? I'd rather not sell them. Because there's nothing to hold the bees. If there's nothing for that queen, she's gone, and then they blame the supplier. You got bad bees.
Somebody told me the other day when you add a super, you put it on top of the brood chamber. Is that right?
You can put it anywhere you want.
Well, I always just sit on top.
Well, what you said is on top of the brood chamber. What I assumed is you had a single story and you put a super on it. Now, if you have a single story with a super on and it's partly full of honey, my preference is lift that box up and slide an empty one under it. The bees come through it and they'll draw it a little faster.
What is it that you put into that?
Oxalic acid. You can treat a hive for probably 2 cents a hive. It's better than paying $5 to $10 that have a chemical in it. And I'm not here to sell you anything. You have to decide what your hives is worth if you're losing hives. If you're losing hives, it's something to think about. If you're not losing hives, don't buy gimmicks. Yeah. This does work. In the UK, it's used a lot. They don't have the problem we have. And the reason you don't see a lot of this is because there's no money in it. If there's no money, no one wants to promote it. I promote most people I have free information to make them good.
And when you go into YouTube, are you mostly listed under the Fat D-Man?
Well, that's my old channel. We lost the password. You go to Dixie Bee Supply,
Dixie.
and then there's a link on there to the Fat D-Man. Click on that link. Once you get there, if you feel like subscribe to it. As soon as we put a new video up, you get a notice right then. And we try to put up at least 3 to 4 a month. I put Ann up on the internet the other night. She was over here the other day. We got her up. I had a fella come from Japan over here, and I should have filmed him. I got people coming from everywhere, and I try to discourage it because they think that they can come and get a mind transfer. I can't teach you 60 years in a week. I mean, ask Ann. She's been a beekeeper, and I confuse her a lot with, I talk fast, and I try to get too much information out at one time, and you get brain overload. You do.
Don, I appreciate your here and all like that, but we have a lot of lightning coming.
Okay.
And I want people to...
Okay, I'm leaving.